Have you ever thought about a calendar date? It's not just a number on a page, it's like a secret key. It can unlock amazing stories from long, long ago. Today, our key is March 25th. This day might seem ordinary. You might go to school. You might play with your friends. But if we turn this key in the lock of history, a hidden world pops open. It's a world filled with brave beginnings, strange inventions, and even delicious surprises. So grab your imaginary magnifying glass. Put on your explorer's hat. We are about to go on an adventure through time, all on the very same day, March 25th. Let's get ready to travel. We won't need a time machine, we just need our curiosity. History is not just a list of boring names and old dates. It's a giant, colorful mural painted across hundreds and hundreds of years. Every single day has its own special brushstrokes. March 25th has some of the most interesting and wonderful pictures of all. We will visit different countries. We will meet different people. We will see how their big moments all happened on this one single day. Are you ready to discover the secrets that March 25th has been keeping? Let's go. Our first stop will take us to a place where streets are made of water. Then, we will zoom forward in time to see a sweet treat become famous. After that, we'll visit a city where a new kind of train changed everything. It's like a treasure hunt through the calendar. Each story is a piece of gold we can find and keep. These stories show us that something incredible could be happening right now on this very day. These events will become the history that kids in the future will read about. The world is always full of magic and wonder. Think of today, August 13th, 2025. What is happening right now? Maybe someone is inventing a new toy. Maybe an artist is painting a beautiful picture. Maybe a new kind of flower is blooming for the first time. Every day is a chance for something amazing to happen. By looking back at a day like March 25th, we learn to look for the magic around us. We learn that every tick of the clock is a new page in a story that never ends. History is happening all the time, and we are all a part of it. Let the adventure begin. Our first journey takes us way, way back in time. It is over 1,500 years ago. The date is March 25th, in the year 421. Imagine a group of people in a place that would one day be called Italy. They are looking for a safe place to build their homes. They find a marshy lagoon, a place with lots of small islands and shimmering water. It might not look like the best spot for a city, does it? It was wet and gooey, but these people were clever. They had a brilliant idea. They decided to build their city right on top of the water. They hammered long wooden poles deep into the mud under the water. These poles became the strong legs for their houses to stand on. It was like building a city on stilts. On this day, March 25th, legend says the very first stone was laid for what would become one of the most beautiful cities in the world, Venice. Picture the bright blue-green water. See the workers carefully placing stones and wood. They are starting something that will last for centuries. They are building a dream that floats. Can you imagine living there? Instead of roads with cars, they had canals with boats. These boats were called gondolas. They were long and graceful, and a gondolier would stand at the back to steer with a long oar. Instead of walking to your friend's house, you might take a boat ride. The city grew and grew. Beautiful palaces with fancy arches were built right along the water's edge. The sun would sparkle on the canals, and the sound of gentle waves would be everywhere. It all started with a brave choice on March 25th. Today, Venice is a real-life fairy tale city. Millions of people visit to see its magic. They ride in the gondolas and walk over hundreds of little bridges. They get lost in the winding, narrow alleyways. And it all goes back to that one special day. A day when people saw a watery, muddy place and imagined a magnificent city. They weren't afraid to do something different. March 25th reminds us that the most beautiful things can grow in the most surprising places if you just have a little courage and a big imagination. Now let's zoom forward in time. We are leaving Italy and landing in America. The year is 1918. The date is still March 25th. A man named Clayton King is about to make a decision that will make kids happy for generations. Mr. King had a company that made all sorts of things, including cornstarch and baking powder, but he bought a special recipe from a man in St. Louis. It was a recipe for a wobbly, jiggly dessert that came in many fruit flavors. It was called Jell-O. But there was a problem. Nobody was buying it. Mr. King was a smart businessman. He knew this dessert was special. He just had to show people how wonderful it was. On this day, March 25th, his company, the Genesee Pure Food Company, started a huge new plan. They sent salesmen all over the country. These salesmen didn't just sell boxes. They went door to door with beautiful, colorful booklets filled with recipes. They showed families how to make shimmering, jewel-like desserts. They gave away free samples so everyone could taste the sweet, fruity magic for themselves. It was a brilliant idea. Imagine a salesman knocking on a wooden door 100 years ago. He opens his case and pulls out a little bowl of bright red, wobbly Jell-O. The children of the house would have stared with wide eyes. What was this strange, jiggly food? They would take a spoonful. The cool, sweet strawberry or raspberry flavor would melt in their mouths. Soon, everyone wanted Jell-O. It became the star of parties and family dinners. It was easy to make, and it looked so fancy. It was like edible stained glass. And so, on March 25th, a simple dessert began its journey to become a household name. It's funny to think that something so silly and fun has its own important day in history. It shows that history isn't just about kings and queens or big battles. It's also about the little things that bring us joy. It's about the sweet treats and clever ideas that add color and flavor to our lives. The next time you see that jiggly dessert, you can remember its secret story and the day it began to conquer the world. For our final trip, we stay in America but jump to the year 1958. We are in a very special place, Disneyland in California. This was a place already full of magic and dreams. But on March 25th, they were getting ready to add something new. Something that felt like it came straight from the future. Workers were busy building a brand new kind of ride. It wasn't a roller coaster with big drops. It wasn't a boat ride through a quiet river. It was called a monorail, a sleek, futuristic train that glided on a single beam. On this day, the very first beam for the Disneyland monorail was put into place. Imagine the scene. The California sun is shining down. Workers in hard hats carefully lift a huge, smooth piece of concrete track into the air. They are building a highway in the sky. Walt Disney himself was very excited about this project. He believed it was more than just a ride. He thought monorails could be the real transportation of the future for cities all over the world. He wanted to show everyone how wonderful and efficient they could be. When it finally opened, the monorail was a huge hit. It looked like a rocket ship on a rail. It would whoosh silently and smoothly above the park. People riding it could look down and see all of Disneyland spread out below them like a map. It was a thrilling feeling. It was clean, quiet, and felt like stepping into a science fiction movie. The monorail was a symbol of hope and progress. It showed people a beautiful vision of what tomorrow could be like. A cleaner, faster, and more exciting world. So March 25th holds this secret too. It was the day a piece of the future was installed in the happiest place on Earth. From a floating city in Italy to a wobbly dessert to a highway in the sky, March 25th is full of surprises. History is everywhere. It's in the food we eat, the cities we visit, and the rides we love. Every day is a treasure chest. All you have to do is open it and look inside. Keep being curious. Keep asking questions. You never know what amazing secrets you might discover next.